Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for November 27th, 2025. We've got Dark Ages, we've got Renaissance, and... Oh wait, it's Thursday. Okay, we are only supposed to have two expansions. That's right. Alright. So we've got alter and count for trashing. About time we had some. There's also silos for copper sifting, which I mean is definitely not trashing, but definitely help. Dame Josephine is on top of the knights pile. That makes me happy because I don't like knights, and Dame Josephine is bad. So maybe we don't need to deal with knights. Draw-wise, we've got Seer and Old Witch and Catacombs. Plus actions, just Mountain Village. Gains. So Altar isn't really net gains for the most part, but it... excuse me. But it can be if you play it from an empty hand. Other than that, gaining a death card gets you a couple of ruins. Pillage gets you a couple of spoils. Count can gain coppers. So, like, overall, there's a bunch of... Oh, and trashing catacombs can gain you a card. So, like, specifically if you alter a catacombs, that's net gains. Sorry. Ugh. I don't know what's going on with me right now. But, yeah, overall, a bunch of weird options for gains. Oh, I guess I said count can gain copper. It can also gain duchies. But there's no plus buy except for Sir Martin, which, like, may or may not ever show up. Oh, I guess there's also Ruin Market. Well, that's, yeah, a similar story. So this isn't necessarily the sort of board where I would say it's important to get a count for trashing purposes. Because we do have altar and we do have silos. But I could definitely see getting a count anyway, just to, like, have fodder for altar. Maybe we have enough fodder to last us the game anyway, and that's not necessary. But it's something to consider. Something else to note here, we have Canal Seer. Once you have Canal, Seers can draw each other, so that is very strong. So I'm thinking from the opening, we probably want to start with a cargo ship. Then the question is, do we just want to go cargo ship silver? We could go silos cargo ship. The downside of that is, like, upfront cycling coppers and drawing shelters is not good. The upside is that it, like, helps us find... If it does help us hit 5, like, even once, then we're already in a really good spot. I think I'm going to go cargo ship silver, though. Okay, well, we hit 6 here. I was not expecting that. Obviously, it was a possibility. I'll go ahead and take an altar. If we don't draw the... If we can draw copper here rather than... Nope, okay, fine. Well, take an old witch. Now I will get silos. Nice. That's a little unfortunate. It's probably better to trash the hovel. than to get it to set a card aside. Well, the other nice thing about cargo shipping is then that takes one of the terminals out of the deck. I don't know that I want to necessarily take a mountain village. It could just be Seer. We do have a silver and a cargo ship already in the deck. One we could buy is another silver too, if we have 3 coins. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Black gets the count already. Interesting. Okay, that's not great. We do have our necropolis down there. We could hit canal already. We have to play the cargo ship. And wouldn't be setting anything aside on it. I'm not sure if that's worth it. We get 2 5s, alter copper, buy another 5. That's certainly not bad. Maybe... And maybe we should go ahead and take a mountain village. Mountain village seer. I mean, we do need one. Yeah, that seems fine. All right. Just one more seer. Probably. All right, let's... Do we want to pick up the Old Witch or the Seer? I think the Old Witch. Okay, well, we're going to be over-terminaled again, probably. Once again, we could hit now, or we could trash and get a couple 5s. I mean, we're getting to the point where, like, having the ability for Seers to draw Seers would be pretty valuable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. Yeah. Top deck 2 copper, so let's play the Old Witch first. We the amount of collision we've had between these 2 cards. Okay. Just take another Seer, and it could just be time to province already. I mean, as mentioned, we don't have plus buy anyway, so we can only build so big. We can still do the count stuff with using the altar. It would be good to get another village, but... Yeah, I think I'm just going to take a province. This really matters. Well, if we want a province again, we need to play the cargo ship. I don't think I'm that attached to that idea. I think we do probably want one more village. So let's go Seer Mountain Village. Copper, okay. Province. Copper. This is more like it. Now we can alter and draw. So this might be a good turn to get a count. We can already hit province, and there's no curses to give out. So we could just top deck this Seer. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Gaining Duchy. It's a little early to gain Duchy. Oh, you know what we should do instead of gaining a count? We should gain another altar. I forgot that that was an option. Yeah. Okay. So I guess now there's no reason not to play the Seer. Okay, yeah. Alright, we'll just take another Seer then. I don't really care about avoiding, like, letting the bot is down to one curse. I don't really care about, like, avoiding playing Old Witch or anything like that. Ugh. No! Well, we do get to draw one of them. I guess that's not so bad. And we can still alter a copper by province. Is there any argument for not just taking another Seer? I don't really think so. Second count. That's certainly something. We play the mountain village. Like, it would be nice to alter we do have another mountain village down there. Like what we ideally would have the necropolis, right? And then we would play the necropolis, play the altar, trash, get the. But we do have another mountain village, as I mentioned, so not super concerned about it. Now we can do it. We already have enough province. The copper on top isn't even necessarily bad because of silos. So I think we go altar copper to count. Mountain village to pick up the count. Oh no, wait. No, wait. We don't have the actions for this. And we can just take another mountain village. That's not bad. Like, we don't need it, but actually, the other thing I'm realizing is we should play one more seer, because even though the coppers on top are not bad because of silos, we don't want to be triggering a shuffle where we're putting the coppers into the shuffle. So we should play one more. Okay. That's pretty ugly. That last card is our old witch. What to do about this? I mean, I don't mind having Necropolis Old Witch on top. So we could just draw the province with the mountain village. Yeah, that's fine. Just take one more seer and cargo ship it. And then we could go ahead and take the count even though we can't draw it. Although we are light on plus actions for playing that, as demonstrated this past turn. So maybe we take one more mountain village for now, and then next turn we can consider getting a count if we want it. Yeah, there is definitely some anti-synergy between silos and mountain village. So the upside of discarding into the shuffle, I guess, with the coppers. Ooh. Okay. I guess the order doesn't matter because we're just going to do this. I guess we're guaranteed picking up that copper, huh? Well, we can worry about that later. Oh, actually, no. Because we trigger a shuffle. Okay. The province. All right, we need to actually make some money, and Count will let us do that. Do that. And now we could take another count. We could also take cargo ship. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, right? Like, the bot can't gain enough duchies for it to be a threat. Obviously, the Count is going to top deck a Seer, so that's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins is enough to hit Province, so that part's fine too. It's just a question of what to do with this altar. And I think like, in theory, if the game were closer and we had more need for points, what we would want is another Count, which can both gain copper to feed the altars and gain duchies. So I think I'll just go with that, even though I don't really need to. Probably would be better to get the cargo ship just like as a hedge against dudding. But although this also, I mean, I can top deck 2 Seers, so like that's not exactly bad either. Top deck Seer coins. Top deck Seer, gain duchy by province. Yeah, I think the bot is not alerted to the Seer Canal interaction. Oh, we could totally empty the duchies this turn if we don't fail to draw somehow. I guess maybe I should wait on playing that. Top deck of province, yeah, okay, fine. I'll just... This copper we kind of want anyway, so let's pick that up. Right, so... Do we have enough actions to empty the duchies? Is the question. Gain copper, gain duchy. Get the copper. Gain copper, gain duchy, pick up the copper. Seer draws 3 duchies. And yeah, we can alter copper to duchy. No, well, I obviously want to set aside alter copper to duchy by province. Now, obviously want to set this aside because Seer doesn't draw it. Yeah, this is the kind of board where I would not expect to run away with it this badly. So the bot has no Seers, and that is why. I mean, it's probably not the entire reason. I think in the early game, like, hitting altar turn 3 was really good. And not expected. Like, obviously, you open effectively double silver. You certainly hope that you hit 6 when you have altar on the board, but you're not expecting it. Definitely expecting, like, get an old witch, you know, play an old witch, draw some cards, and then hit 6. But yeah, that was definitely better. The bot also never got silos. So it opened cargo ship mountain village. So I don't really understand that. Like mountain village, even more so than regular village. Like, I mean, you usually don't want to open with a village, right? There are exceptions, but you usually don't want to. But mountain village is like, that's, I mean, I guess there's scenarios where you get a good card turn 3 and then you draw it turn 4 with the mountain village. The more likely scenario is that you like you know, you just like either you see it turn 3 and it just draws a card like a normal village, or you see it turn 5 and then it draws a card like a normal village. But also, even if you see it turn 4, if you don't like, you know, if you hit like 3 or 4 on turn 3, right, you don't get that 5, and you play the mountain village and you're picking up, like, maybe you got another silver or something, or maybe you bought silos and then it's just drawing a card anyway. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you got a cargo ship means also if you see the cargo ship turn 3, then your turn 3 buy isn't going to be in your discard pile. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, there is upside to it, I guess, but I take back what I was thinking. You know, the mountain village could actually be worse. I think that's not actually true. I think there's pretty much no scenario in which it's worse, but I still think it doesn't. Well, I guess the scenario where it's worse. No, never mind. Yeah. But yeah, I still think it doesn't make a lot of sense. But okay, fine, whatever. So turn 4, they drew it dead. So that's the other thing that can happen, I guess. Because they would have not seen it until turn 5, but turn 4 they put the old witch in their hand, draw 3 cards, and only hit 4. So like, if this mountain village was a silver, then they would have hit altar right here. So, I mean, obviously, you know, it's not like that it was a given that was going to happen, but anyway, the other thing though is here they get another mountain village. This should almost certainly be silos. Like, you already have a mountain village in your deck. You have 2 terminals. I mean, I guess like the bot doesn't have the altar yet, so it's still at the point where you do kind of want to see your coppers, but at the same time you want to see the old witch faster. And yeah, I think this should be silos. But anyway, and then they get the count here, but I don't think they ever used it to trash. Oh, no, they did. Okay. Interesting. Well, that doesn't look so bad then. Another mountain village. You really should buy silos at some point here. Another mountain village. Imagine if you had silos for one of these turns and you wouldn't just be sitting here with a hand of 4 coppers. Yeesh. And then they finally get the altar. Yeah, here count is just like a worse terminal silver because you top deck a copper, so that's not great. Yeah, and then they get the canal having no seers in their deck. I don't know. It doesn't look that bad what the bot is doing, like, sort of in a vacuum, but like, knowing that canal seer is on the board, it definitely looks bad that they don't have any seers. And yeah, too many mountain villages too fast. Like, obviously I was running into terminal space issues, but at the same time it wasn't like that important that I resolve it. Like, the cargo ship was mostly there so that I could get going early. It wasn't there because I like super needed to play it. Like, every time I saw it, it was fine. Then I was like, you know, I'll just play the old witch and the altar. I mean, I had in theory the plus actions in my deck for much of the game that I could play it, but you know, if it didn't work out, like, whatever. Obviously it's better if you can cargo ship something, but yeah, these were the old witch and the altar were the key terminals. So Anyway, well, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.